Horses, of course, of course, of course. Horses, of course, of course, of course. Something about a horse. Is that what is the song?
Mr. Ed.
That was Mr. Ed?
Yes.
Right? Okay, thank you.
It's time for Bourbon with Friends, the bourbon podcast that never takes itself too seriously. Pull up a chair, grab a glass, and remember, a bourbon with friends can change the world. Here we go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bourbon with Friends. Myself, Adriane, Martin, and now Joe are here to talk about bourbons from around the world and how a bourbon with friends can change the world. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? Joe, the man behind the curtain, the editor, the co-producer.
Baba Booey.
Welcome.
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah.
Pretty uneventful weekend. Just went to a brewery for Oktoberfest. Started with their ale, porter, and then finished with 3 stouts. The last stout was 19% barrel aged for 6 years.
Dude.
Oh,
That's wild.
Tasty.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't even like beer.
Is it like I feel like it's been a beer. We're going to turn this into brews with friends or beers with friends because honestly, I drank beer most of the weekend. Did not drink a lot of whiskey. I was definitely drinking. What's the weirdest fucking beer that you guys have ever seen? Like the weirdest combination of flavors. Like, because sometimes it gets a little wild for my taste.
Yeah, for me it was a blueberry stout that was 17%. That tasted like that was awful. I took 2 sips and said I can't finish it.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Go ahead.
I haven't tried a lot of beers. I had a red velvet stout once. Though.
Was that too sweet?
It was actually not that bad,
bad.
for beer, but I don't love beer. So yeah.
Martin, what's yours?
So I saw one. There's a brewery out in I think it's Michigan City. I can't remember the name of them, but they had like it was really fucking weird. It was like elderberry with like cacao nibs and like some bullshit like hipster thing. But it was
sounds like something I would like.
I tried it just to try it because I was like, okay, why not?
Did you smell of elderberries?
It smelled of elderberries, yeah. But I'm looking at a list right now. I'm looking at a list right now.
Smell of elderberries.
I'm looking at a list right now. The weirdest beer.
Oh, dude, no. The worst one I've ever had, weirdest one, was a pineapple jalapeno IPA out of Hawaii.
I could do the jalapeno, but not the pineapple. Like a jalapeno would need to go like mango or something.
Yeah, it was a pineapple jalapeno out of IPA out of Hawaii. That was a long time ago though. That was like
actually habanero probably
08, early 08.
I remember Sculpin. They had that habanero like mango fucking one that I tried before.
Good.
It wasn't terrible. Honestly, it wasn't terrible, but it's not something you can drink like multiple ones of. So look at this list. So I've got this list pulled up here. There was an oyster stout. There was a Wynn Coop Rocky Mountain oyster stout. There was a bacon and coffee stout. There was a seaweed beer. And my personal favorite, the bull testicle beer, which what the fuck. And then
I bet that was nutty.
But you also said it was Rocky Mountain oyster stout, which is bull testicles.
So they had it on here twice. So they have this one, which I actually think sounds really good. But again, you'd probably be able to get a sticky toffee pudding ale. That could be good.
That's the only one that sounded good. Ugh.
That could be the only
Can we
one.
talk about bourbon, please.
Mamma Mia pizza beer. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah.
Gosh, we're gonna get canceled for that.
No, it's fine. It was culturally appropriate for someone.
Exactly.
Someone. I don't know who, but someone. All right, Joe. So I'm interrupting you this time, Martin, because you talk more than anybody on this podcast. You know how I know? Because I've listened to everything and then I've counted your words compared to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's some
You
count.
destroy
fucking counting,
Adriane.
dude.
Yeah, you destroyed Adriane and myself in every single episode for verbiage, let's just say.
You know?
So this time we're going to have Joe do all the questions for us, and he's going to pick who answers all these questions because I think it's going to be fun since this is what is it? Questions from all around, from social media to emails to everything like that we pushed out. So these are questions from you guys that came out from all of our fans out there. So
Yeah, so we'll get started. Let's see. I want to go with Brian for you for the first one. This is from our good friend Mimi. We all know Mimi. If you could drink one bourbon the rest of your life, what would it be? And not 10th Mountain.
Ooh.
Did Mimi say that? I don't think
No,
she did.
I added that on.
yeah, of course you added that
That's
on.
a little caveat.
Let's just make sure we're quoting our people properly.
Yeah.
Bourbon I could drink for the rest of my life. Just one.
Does it have to be bourbon?
That's what the question was. So yes.
Yeah. All right. To be honest, Doc Holliday.
Why? Just your flavor profile? No, it's good stuff. I wasn't saying
Yeah,
that.
no, I mean it's kind of the complexity on what you can do with it, because from the 6-year all the way to the 12-year that I've had, all the way through it's phenomenal. It gives great profiles
straight
throughout.
Bourbon whiskey?
Yeah.
Is it a blend? Okay, it's not a blend. It's not.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just
Straight bourbon. Each one is unique when it comes to itself. So I really love it.
I've seen it. I don't know a lot about it.
This one.
Cool.
Yeah. Doesn't it have a bottle that has like a revolver looking thing on it or something?
like a skull on it.
Right on
Yeah.
top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I know.
And then it does have a skull on it.
Making a lot more sense why you picked it.
Yeah.
It's a cool bottle. It's a very cool bottle.
No, I like the bottle's great. The whiskey inside of it's better. So
Cool.
that's one I would have for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's awesome when the bottle's
bourbon.
great and the stuff inside.
A specific year?
I never said a specific year, so
Okay. I know they have. I know they have a bunch of different ones. So
yeah, so it said bourbon, so that has different bourbons throughout.
okay. All right. Next question.
Alrighty, so we'll go with Adriane for the next one, and this is a two-parter, Adriane.
Oh, great.
Colorado whiskey guy. Sorry, I don't remember your real name.
Jeff.
Jeff. Okay. He's asking if a squirrel started a small craft distillery, what would he make? Now, distillery can mean anything: bourbon, tequila, vodka, gin, brandy,
Meth.
amaretto.
What?
I don't know.
Did you seriously just say that?
No, someone
This
else.
is my question.
Yeah.
This is my question. Probably. Oh, I'm getting put on the spot with the squirrel question. I would say it would have to be something that would create a nutty flavor. You know. So what
Would it be Rocky Mountain oyster flavored? No.
What kind of trying to think what kind of whiskeys give a nutty flavor for me. I don't know. Maybe like a wheated.
I was gonna say Buffalo Trace.
Well, there you go. That would, yeah.
Because if he was
That
talking
makes
about
sense.
Rocky Mountain oysters and Buffalo Trace, would just be right on the top.
All right, so here's the second part, Adriane. So the squirrel started the craft whiskey distillery. Now, he used you as their mascot. What would you name the distillery?
Oh, come on.
I was gonna say.
You know.
I was gonna say starfish.
Yeah. You know. You know.
Oh, that's great.
I know, but I don't. That's
Close to Starlight.
It's kind of not very fair to a lot of people because that's a little bit of an inside joke. So I would say I don't know.
I mean, but that's what you want to name it. It's your distillery.
Yeah.
You're the mascot. You're the coach.
I don't know. Yeah,
Gray sweatpants, you know?
Something with the word shine in it, because I love that word.
I mean,
Shiny.
I'd imagine that most distillery names are like an inside joke at some point, or not like an inside joke, but something that like is a very, personal story to somebody. Like we've heard quite a few. So I think Starfish is cool as hell, and it's just like you on the thing like this,
just passed out drunk with a bottle in one hand and a weight in the other.
Yep.
Well, I was gonna say, some walnuts in the other hand.
I wasn't going to go that
you
far.
guys-
That's why I said a
okay,
weight,
now.
because working
Next
out.
question, please.
Yeah. You guys are terrible. You're gonna get us canceled, guys. Jesus Christ.
Alrighty, so this question is actually for everybody, and
Okay.
so you guys need to do some discussion on this between yourselves.
Okay.
Like
It came from-
inner monologue?
No, you guys talk amongst
Tell us
yourselves to figure it out. So, what distillery would you guys, the Bourbon with Friends host, love to visit together? And it must be unanimous. You guys, it has to be that one.
We should have thought about this before.
Well, I'm gonna get all Care Bear. It doesn't matter to me. I just would like to be with my people in person once. It doesn't matter to me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's not going to be westward for Adriane. No, I mean Westland because of the.
I was gonna say I would totally go to Westward, but
yeah, but not Westland.
I mean, she'd probably go to Westland.
Two Scotch guys over here, so that's definitely out for all three of you.
Would it be something that we've already discussed in this podcast, or just any distillery?
Any distillery.
I'm thinking really hard about this.
Well, I mean, we all like Rise.
We do.
Yes.
We could
Where are you
figure out
going with this?
I'm trying to think of a
Sagamore?
distillery.
Are you talking about Sagamore? I would love
I was
to
thinking either Sagamore or
Don't they source though?
doesn't matter.
Oh.
I don't think they
Well, we could.
source.
I can look. We could find
Yeah,
out.
go look and say what are we gonna go? What are we going to hang out at MGP for the day?
Uno momento, por favor. If I can see, I don't have any glasses on right now. What was the other one you were thinking of, Brian?
High West.
High West would be fun, just because it's a cool distillery.
That would be
High West.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. Although, I mean, I am a big Sagamore fan.
Mm-hmm.
Aged in new charred oak barrels, distilled in Indiana, bottled in Sagamore.
MGP.
Okay, so
That must be why I like.
All right, so High West is
I'm
the
an
answer.
MGP. I love MGP.
You love it. You're from Indiana. That's why.
Yeah, you are Indiana.
It's in our blood. It's in our blood to love MGP products. Shout out to Midwest
Okay,
Grain
so
Products.
this is the second part of this question. So all three of you are at High West, and you're able to pick a barrel. What type of whiskey? And what would be the name of your release?
I think we just discussed it. It would be a rye.
It would be all right.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna call it Shine This. Sorry, I'm a little
reference.
Little feisty right there.
a little bit. That was like I was trying to find the right word, and I'm a little fired up today.
I figured you would have said Shine D's.
Nuts. So we all have to pick one, or we're all picking one at the same time.
Yeah, it has to be
unanimous for all of us, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do like Mile Rye City or something like that.
I don't know, when she talked about that chocolate, the cocoa whatever finished.
Oh yeah.
She talked about if I could do a rye finish with that.
That would be good, but that's not a Martin thing. He doesn't like finishes.
I never. Well, I mean, I do.
Well, I mean, you like to finish, not you don't like.
I do like to finish. I mean, you don't think to stop midway through. But no, I don't know. I don't know. We can move on. This is going to get too complicated. We'll do a fucking riot. We'll do a riot at High West.
We need to finish. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it's called. It's called We Need to Finish. That's going to be
there.
The
We
name
go.
Of it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, Martin, but you missed your shot right there.
You did.
You could have named it Bluetooth.
You couldn't even finish correctly.
That's copyright infringement.
You just spell it differently.
That's just a boner pill. It has nothing to do with finishing.
You just couldn't even finish correctly. This is not sponsored by Blue Chew.
Not sponsored by Blue Chew. They have to pay for that
shit.
All right, so this is for Martin.
Okay.
Our good friend, Ted Bundy, Colin.
Colin.
He's asking, Martin, will you ever not be feral?
Colin, that's a complicated question, my friend. To not be feral.
Can you define feral for everybody, Martin? For people who don't know what that is.
Okay, so if you guys ever seen a cat or heard a cat in heat, like when it's like in a bush or something in your neighborhood, and it just sounds like it's getting, you know what I mean? That's kind of what it means. It's like you're just crazy. You're just fucking saying things. It's a Friday night. You get together with your friends and drink a lot of whiskey and say stupid shit and act wild. So that is the definition of feral. You don't have a filter, so to speak.
Okay. So the question remains.
I will never not be feral. I have to be. It's in my blood. And I can't get it out. I've tried with all sorts of different medicine.
Dear Lord, help us all.
Yeah, it's that 2% Asian in you just keeps kicking around.
It just doesn't stop. You said this is a 2-part question?
No, I didn't say that. Stop reading ahead.
Sorry.
Let Joe do his job.
Everybody else got a 2-part question. No, yeah. So Colin, to answer it in short, no, I'll never not be feral. Thanks, you, Colleen. Shout out, brother.
All righty. So let's go back to Brian. Of the guests we've had on, who would you like to have on again and why?
Ooh, I want to hear this.
Ooh.
There's
that's difficult.
So many good ones.
I know, because that's like an insult to anybody that's been on for not saying them.
I feel like all of our children in a way. Like, how can you just pick one? It's like Sophie's choice.
Because everybody had some amazing information and gave. Yeah, I knew you were going after
motherfucker.
And gave us some even better insight to who they are. And
all very kind to share the spirits that they shared with us. So,
so many phenomenal ones. Can I name 2?
Yes,
sure.
Okay,
I would.
3,
4,
13.
I immediately thought of 2 people when I
21.
So I'm gonna do Mike Montgomery.
Of course, the great
Absolutely.
Mike Montgomery.
He was wonderful.
And another one that always drew my attention, that got us talking a lot and kept us talking for a long time, was George Kosakis. Kosakis. I'm never going to get his last name.
Never going to get it right. Shout out, George. Nope. I got it right for you, buddy.
Yeah. So it's going to be Mike and George. Because they started 2 phenomenal companies. They knew what to do with it. They got in this industry when there was little about it and grew themselves to who they are today. So I love to hear it. And they had great stories, and we even had better conversations with them.
I mean, we can make this like a little bit more of a fair question, since like we can all answer this one, because I feel like we had so many amazing guests that we can't just narrow it down. I think that for me, I really had a great time with Miles Monroe from Westward.
That was what I was going to say, Mike and Miles.
Yeah, so I'd have to say probably George and Miles. Not to take anything away from Mike, he was one of our first guests, but like I get to talk to him sometimes on regular lives, so it's like I could talk to him again. But if I had 3, that would be 3 for sure. Mike, George, and Miles for sure. And that's, again, not to take away from anybody else. It was just ones that I had been looking forward to, and was I just feel like they were really a lot of fun. But everybody's been amazing. Adriane?
I was agreeing with Martin. I really enjoyed talking to Miles a lot. I just felt like, I don't know, it was a good It was a great conversation.
Good vibe.
Yeah.
Good vibe.
It was
great vibe. Yeah, that's how I would put it out there. Is the vibe was very,
I think the vibe was really good
mine.
on that episode because Brian wasn't there to bring it down.
Oh no, I was. I was at 35,000 feet listening.
He was at 35,000 feet. Yeah. He was there in Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines.
Don't have internet. Don't do that to me.
All right, so let's take a little break. We haven't talked about this yet. What is everyone drinking?
Oh fuck!
I was hoping you were going to do that. I was wanting to do that. So I'm drinking a sample of a rye that Brian sent me. It's Eiffel whiskey. Did I say that right?
You did.
It's a German rye, 2019, 46 ABV. It is absolutely here. Let me pour a little bit, maybe, so people that are watching. Oh wait, I drank it all. Never mind. I have like a little bit left, but it's a really nice dark color. It's really wonderful. It's very, very, very good. Martin.
Oh, well, I've actually tasted through a couple samples. I wanted to go through some samples I had, but what I'm drinking currently is, sorry, that's not the right one. This is not going to come as a surprise to fucking anybody. Drinking Detling bottled and bond. Never heard of them. They're a very great distillery out of Alabama. But Brian was drinking this as well, so I wanted to pull out. This is their bottled and bond. This was the one that they did. It was from 9/22/22. So one of my favorite ones, and I'm down to nothing from it. So it's delicious, and it's Detling, and they're the best. So
thank you for answering my.
We're drinking the same thing
for me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're drinking the same thing.
Well, I am drinking from our lovely sponsor, 10th Mountain Whiskey.
Oh, okay.
I love how he's modeling the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save that screenshot later and send it out to everybody.
I was gonna say I think he was stroking it very gently and gingerly, so maybe we could.
So I was like,
I was
very Vanna White-esque. Check back later for what we're drinking later.
Yeah.
What about you, Brian?
On something else.
Does this fit?
Did you say what you're drinking, Brian?
I didn't need to. Martin answered for me.
Yeah, he was drinking the same thing as me.
Yeah, he's drinking Detling. So
look, it fucking fits. That's cool.
Right. We'll go to Adriane now. Okay, Adriane, we all know this. You just love American Single Malt. Just kidding.
Loves it.
But do you see yourself in the future, maybe 6 months to a year, gravitating more to single malts, or is that out of the question for you?
Not out of the question. These in particular, the Stout Cask Westward and the Bottled and Bond Westward were very, very good. The Collier, I think it was from Westland. That was very good. I really, really like bourbon and rye. So to say that I
would love it,
would love American Single Malt, I think if it had maybe if it was do they double oak American Single Malt? That would be my single malt right there. That would be my American Single Malt if it was.
Or she wants a chocolate double oak rye single malt.
ASM. Yeah. So I guess the answer is no to that. I don't know. I no hate, but it's gonna have to get. I don't know. They're not. The Stout Cask was my favorite, and I think that was because it's just a heavier finish, I guess. I don't know.
Probably some of the notes that you're familiar with, because you like double oak, a lot of those kind of heavier chocolate notes that you found in that because of these stout. So
yeah, I would say
it makes sense why you like that one. That is a really good one. I was a big fan of that one, so that makes sense. I don't think I can ever see you purchasing your own, unless it was something that you tried. Yeah, like a single malt. I could guarantee at some point
You know me very well. I probably will not be purchasing my
don't
very
think you
own
will.
single malt. No.
Unless it's something you really like, and then maybe.
Maybe. If I know I like it, then I will purchase it. But I probably will not just blindly purchase a single malt.
Okay.
Okay. Well, here's
Not till
another
I try.
question for everybody.
We'll keep trying.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, Adrian.
Nope. It's okay.
Who would be? This is individual. Who would be your unicorn guest for the show? Like, out of the, like, if you could just pick them and they would come on the show. I kind of think I know who Martin would pick, even though they're not bourbon related. I know who he would want, but I'm not too sure about Adrian or Brian. So let's go with Adrian first.
So I saw this question and I really wanted to think about it a little bit, but I am a very, I don't know. So first I'll say if it's bourbon related, Jessie, Lady in the Bourbon, had mentioned Dawn Weaver, and I think she's incredibly amazing. I would love to interview her from a bourbon perspective. But if we're talking about a unicorn, like a true unicorn, like Dawn, I don't know that Dawn would ever come on our show, right? But it would be amazing if she did. But I would want Derek Jeter. I know that's so cliche, and I don't care because he's been my favorite for my whole life. Yeah, he would definitely be a unicorn. He ain't coming on this show.
You never know.
Never say never.
Never know.
All right, Brian.
No, come back to me because there's so many. I got to think about that.
Okay, Martin, say it.
Well, you say it. What do you think it was?
Bad Friends.
Oh God, yeah, Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. Yeah, like I mean, well, actually, no, I'll take it back because I thought about it today. So there's two other comedians that have a podcast named Sam Morrell and Mark Norman, and they actually have a whiskey called Bodega Cat. It's a rye whiskey. And they're fucking hilarious, and I would love that. They have their own podcast. They do stuff. They drink whiskey and they talk to other comedians. I think they'd be funny as hell to have on. But yeah, obviously,
why don't you work on that? Why don't you work on that, Fred?
Yeah, I will. But if it's unicorn, it'd be Bobby Lee or Andrew Santino for sure. Maybe Theo Vaughn. Maybe I think he'd be too.
He would be fun.
It'd be fucking wild.
Fun. God damn, I'd never live through that. I'd laugh myself to death.
Oh yeah, it'd be insane. But if you're talking about the bourbon world, if you're talking about if we're talking more whiskey, actually, even if it's just whiskey related, so let's say that it would probably be Jim McEwen, who was the mastermind behind such distilleries as Bowmore. Well, I mean, he worked for Bowmore and he worked for Bruichladdich, and he is now in retirement, but he is a legend when it comes to single malt Scotch whiskey. He's if nobody has ever watched some of the documentaries that he was a part of, I think there was a Water of Life was a really good one. If you watch that, it kind of goes over some of his life and his achievements, and the man is a fucking legend. So I'd love Jim McEwen to come on. So that'd be.
Is he related to Ewan McEwen?
Is that the guy who played Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
You're talking about Andrew McEwen?
Is that Ewan McGregor?
Oh, that's
Ewan McGregor.
No, Ewan
McGregor.
Wasn't Ewan McEwen Magneto?
Gandalf?
Or one of those two? I don't know.
McClellan, number one.
Whatever. Who cares? You're Scottish. Who cares?
He's English.
Not even close.
All right, Brian, you're up.
From the bourbon world, there's one man I would love to have on here, Freddie Johnson.
Oh, from Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about his legacy, how he came up, went through, built and helped so much with that, and just still continues to do a phenomenal job at Buffalo Trace to this day. I would love to have him on.
He seems very, I don't know, genuine and just a lovely individual. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And everything that it comes with, it's just dead on. Other than that,
How about non-whiskey related?
Yeah.
He's thinking about it. You can tell.
Probably some country artist.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I was waiting for, like George Strait or something.
Or like a famous bear or something that he knows.
No,
Oh,
famous
come
bear.
on.
You're a dick.
Smokey. Smokey would come
Bring
up.
Smokey on. No.
Or Yogi.
Let him answer. Be nice.
He can't figure it out.
No, there's two
just have
people I
people
would have in
thinking.
mind. There'd be two people I would have in mind.
Okay.
One would be Charlie Sheen, just because I want to see the reactions out of people when he came on.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
You just saw my face.
yeah. See, to get the reactions from everybody coming on, and then it would be fucking hilarious. That and Ron White.
Oh, I love
Okay.
Ron White.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be great. Tater salad.
yeah. Call
That
me
makes
tater
sense.
salad.
There
I
this
Love
is
that
gotta-
guy.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Awesome.
I like that. That's a good question. Whoever said that? Who said that?
That was a
Anonymous.
great question. I
Is it
love that.
Oh,
question.
anonymous. Oh, anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, anonymous person.
All right, so we got this is This is again another question from our friend Colin.
Colleen.
Can Martin wear colors besides black and off black?
Oh, God.
And do the colors match Martin's soul? Well, he doesn't have a soul, so no.
Well, the curious part about the curious part about that is that wasn't on that fucking question until about 3.5 seconds ago. So like, I watched that get added in real time. But no, I will never stop wearing black. I've had people try. I actually have people that send me other colored T-shirts all the time, and I won't wear them. It's so much easier, man. Yeah.
No, you wear the green one from 10th Mountain.
I do like green. Green is my only other color that I will go to because I do like a good dark green, and I just like that shirt in general. It's just it's very comfortable, and I'm not just saying that. I really do like the good green shirt, but no, black is just so much easier, and it does match my soul. I don't know why, but it does. You know what I mean? I got that Wesley Snipes. I got that Wesley Snipes. No, you know what I mean?
Right. So this one's gonna be a little bit off the cuff. So
great. I think
this
we
is
got
for
that
me.
covered.
Since all of us do partake in a little bit of the cigar hobby,
Okay.
Yes, we
with
do.
what
Okay.
you're currently drinking, what cigar would you pair with it?
Oh, that's a fucking question.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of cigars, Joe. You know
Yeah,
that.
but what you smoked and what you think would go well with what you're drinking.
Well, I just poured a Baker's 13 sample that a dear friend Rob gave me.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Papito.
Papito. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's quite beautiful. Somebody else answer. I have no idea.
You could say Aganorsa. You know, I know you love
Yeah,
those.
you look a good Agnorsa.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's my favorite one, hands down. I would probably, having just tasted this for the first time, I would probably definitely pick something with Maduro wrapper for sure.
Okay.
Martin, before you answer this, I'm already gonna just throw something
Go
out
ahead.
there.
Well, there.
Our what is it called?
Arturo
AR.
Fuente.
Yeah, Opus X Perfeccionado. Perfection.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
But-
size.
yeah, but that would be the one out of everything because I think it's easy enough to smoke. It's really relaxed, and it would pair pretty good with this Detling.
Yeah, because I think the Detling's too sweet, and anything that's overpowering in flavor would kill what you want to get out of the bourbon. See, for me, when I smoke, I would rather taste my whiskey than taste the cigar. So I would go something that's a little bit more muted that won't overpower my drink.
Okay.
How about you,
Yeah,
Mark?
So I'm still I did just switch over to the Driftless Glen 7.5 year rye that I picked up last week at the distillery.
Okay.
But I think I would still pair this with, like, I was thinking more of the Detling that I just had because I actually have paired this cigar with Detling before. But I think I would also do it for this one because just the similar thing with the Lost and Found pepper cream soda.
Mm.
That is such a good cigar.
That sounds good.
It's so good. Actually, Joe was the one that I think I was at Benny's, and I think I had texted him and asked him. I was like, dude, I remember you telling me about Lost and Found. Which one should I get? And there was only maybe like 3 or 4 of them, and that's the one that he told me to get, and that was a phenomenal cigar.
I'm surprised you wouldn't have gone with more of a musky type cigar that got somehow wet and ended up on the floor.
Oh. They're making a P reference there is what they're doing. Like everybody who's listening to this podcast right now knows that story, so I'm not going to retell it. But yeah,
Martin get drunk, he got pissed drunk and then peed on a cigar while I was while it was in his hand.
It's probably still there.
So I think it's about that time, Martin. Let's just
what are we doing?
Let's do that now, and we'll have a few more questions to end up the show.
What, him getting pissed drunk?
What am I doing? Do I got to do like the sponsor shot? Oh, shit. Where is it? It's not at the bottom of this one.
Hello.
Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on.
Get a bottle. I want to see the modeling.
I got to go back to last Monday. Hold on.
Why?
Because I don't have it at the bottom. I don't fucking memorize.
Jesus.
How do you not have it memorized?
How do you not have it memorized?
So many podcasts.
I was going to say, you can't just wing it right now. I think I could.
I got it. Relax.
Go.
Just wing it.
All right. So anyways, so we've had a great little podcast hanging out with my friends here. But what we want to do right now is thank our sponsor, 10th Mountain Whiskey. So what we want to do is thank them. They are our sponsor. Joe, if you want to hold that bottle up real quick for me, brother.
I'm typing, sorry.
I was going to get my bottle. Maybe we all should.
There we go.
So fucking unreliable. So you can find them on all social media platforms as well as 10thwhiskey.com. We love for you to go ahead and buy their products. Buy the products. Honestly, it's good stuff. You can buy merch. You can buy shirts. You can buy hats. You can also find them in 41 different states through online distribution, as well as 28 states across the country through regular retail distribution. Again, guys, 10thwhiskey.com. They're holding it up. We've got a rye there. We've got a single malt.
That'd be a great screenshot.
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good. 10thwhiskey.com. You'll see the ticker at the bottom.
Notice I'm not holding the single malt.
You're not? Nope. Oh, yeah.
That's the ride.
Yeah, of course she isn't. But yes, again, guys, 10thwhiskey.com. Thank you. Thank you for sponsoring.
That was an awesome read, Martin.
It wasn't bad, wasn't it?
I see why you get paid the big bucks.
You know, sometimes I wonder, dude. You know what I mean?
So much. Big bucks.
Yeah, the huge bucks, yeah.
All righty. I think I'm going to change it up.
Blue Chew.
No. So
that was
the other Adriane,
might have beeped that out, to be honest.
Our Aussie friend wants to know, when is there going to be an Aussie crossover episode? I'm assuming that's with him and his podcast. Do we have any? Is that in the works, or have we in talks?
So what I'm understanding is they sent samples to us, and we're still trying to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
we're still trying to retrieve them.
They're stuck in customs.
Yeah. No. I don't think so. I think mine.
We can't say that. No, they're not. They did not get shipped across seas. No.
Jesus Christ! You're breaking international
law.
So
mine is not in my possession yet. I'm still working to get them into my possession. So
yeah, we were working on getting the water that they sent. This Australian water is pretty good from what I hear. It is not arrived yet. I've been checking for a week, so not entirely sure what's happened there. But yes, we would love to get them. Vic, Adriane, not the Adriane we have currently on our podcast, the other Adriane. We would love to. They have an amazing podcast. They're awesome people, and I know that it's been in the works. We just have to obviously figure out a time because they're like in the fucking future. So
they are in the future.
It's literally, it's not even today.
Literally,
they've already seen this episode.
They've
already even done recording.
We're not even done recording. They already know what happens on the Penguin. They know everything already. So it's in the future. So
yeah. That's a TV show, Brian.
TV show reference.
I got it, but no.
Yeah. I didn't.
There we go. There's about 4 people out there who might.
All right, since
that's a shocker.
I think Brian's the only person to kind of qualifying talking about this, since he does have
I know
kind of a medical background.
I know where you're
Okay.
going.
Our friend Caesar wants to know, what do the effects of gout having? What do the effects of gout have with tasting whiskey?
That's good. Thanks,
that's
Caesar.
great. That's great. Oh man. So Caesar, for your question, no effect whatsoever. It can have some effect based off of the particles and parts per million that's going to be in it. And if it was actually distilled properly, because Joe would be inflamed right now and probably at the hospital if it had too much gluten in it for him. But no, it shouldn't have any effect whatsoever.
Just like how quickly he can go get a bottle from the cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then stumble back.
Yeah, I'm hobbling back.
Hobbling back. Good question about gout. I don't think a lot of our listeners probably think we're talking about the fucking 1800s right now.
No, I don't think there's fucking any effect with gout.
You guys want to talk
whatsoever.
about cholera or like fucking yellow pox or something like that? Like Jesus Christ.
Well, you brought up COVID.
I did bring up COVID.
God.
Man, you know.
All right, so this question, I got this question several times.
Uh-oh.
Our fans would love to have a meetup,
Yes.
and they want to know, where would you host this meetup, and
Say the
will
last part.
I be invited?
No.
Of course, Joe will be invited. I would say we should have a meetup somewhere that most could attend.
Cool. Most, so I
don't-
can't.
Don't give
No.
false hope
We
to Joe
can
like
meet up
that.
somewhere here, you know.
No. You guys have
We need to
fires and
find-
bears.
A good spot that's not far for everybody.
Well, everything's far for everybody, if you think about it.
Not true.
Well,
Well, what's in the middle of the
Everything's-
country that's everyone can get to that's the equal amount of time?
It's not in Indiana or Wisconsin
Yeah.
or Illinois.
Or
Actually, the only
Colorado.
place that might make sense is Texas.
Why?
Texas
Why
doesn't-
Texas?
Texas doesn't make
But
sense.
there's nothing in Oklahoma.
Like Texas
there
doesn't
is.
make sense.
What,
Western
oil
Oklahoma.
fields?
Yeah,
Blake
exactly.
Shelton's in Oklahoma.
Oh, thank God! I'm gonna hit up Blake right now. Hey Blake, we're gonna do a meetup to drink
He would
whiskey
come on.
together.
I bet he'd show up. I bet he would.
Bring Gwen
He's a vodka-
Stefani.
Yeah. See?
Actually, no, leave Gwen Stefani at home.
No.
Yeah,
No, you
she's
know what?
terrible.
We should do a meetup at Rough Spirits house.
Oh, that would be cool.
We're just gonna drink
You
rum
We
all
just
night.
don't even
know
tell
what
them.
to
We
do.
all show up. We don't tell them. We just all show up on his door. That would be cool.
What about like Kansas City?
KC, baby.
But they have terrible barbecue.
Do
Which
they?
side, Missouri
Does that
or
really-
Kansas
Does
side?
that really matter?
Yeah,
No, we do.
I'm going for whiskey, not barbecue.
you
How
got to
about
eat.
I don't even know how freaking far Kansas is from Indy.
Google Maps. We should go to Alaska. That's totally essential for everybody.
Actually, or Hawaii. We could go check out that couple Hawaiian distilleries.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I would definitely do that. I want to go to Hawaii. Oh, it's only 12 hours to Kansas. I think you might be onto something there, Brian.
That's not terrible.
Yep, because it's
No.
about the same for me.
Still,
Seriously?
So
You might be
yeah,
you might
10
be
hours.
onto something there. Might be
All
able
right.
to do that.
All right,
What's in Kansas?
good
That's pretty good.
spirits.
There's Toto.
Good. I'm glad we answered that one. So, anyways, next question. Yeah.
Martin clearly doesn't want to go to Kansas.
Well, he's not going to go to Kansas.
No, I
Too
just
many
didn't.
exes. Oh,
It's like
Kansas.
due west.
Wait, do I have an ex in Kansas? Hold on. No, I
Yeah,
don't.
do you have any exes in Kansas?
No, just Texas. A
Oh,
lot
okay.
of them.
That's what I thought. All right, so Martin, this question's for you. It was for someone else, but
Okay.
I
here we
got
go.
outvoted.
Okay.
So the BWF Bourbon Friends podcast.
Sure.
What is their greatest attribute?
Okay. I don't feel like I'm qualified for this, but it's you know what the greatest attribute is. And this is gonna sound weird because you guys are thinking. I know you guys are thinking. Can I say something real quick though? I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say. What I'm going to say is that the bond that we all have. I love the dynamic. That is my favorite attribute about this whole thing. I think that I've had my Monday nights are now so much better.
We could be watching football right now.
I wouldn't be. But like it's
Me either.
I would,
to be fair.
watching football. Didn't even know they played on Monday nights. But so
Oh, you did too.
That's right, Monday Night Football. No, honestly, like to me, it's the bond, it's the synergy. It's even like having Joe, having you joining and bringing in.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a fun word, isn't it? But like having Joe join, really kind of elevating the show. Having the people that we have as guests. I think to me, the greatest attribute is fun. That's what I'm going to say. That's what it is.
And that actually leads into our last question of the day.
Okay.
Or the evening, wherever you guys are, because it's still day for me.
Okay.
So, if a bourbon friends can change the world, what would a tequila at friends do?
Kill everyone.
Oh man.
I think it'd be like a nudist colony. Doesn't tequila make your clothes fall off?
Hold on. I need more explanation of why that came to your brain first.
That's a song.
Oh, it is?
Sure.
Isn't it? It's a country song, right, Brian?
Yes, it is.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
Brian said something earlier. I think you should say it now. Do you remember what you said? You said something about tequila. What did you say?
That'll make the fucking world burn.
We'd burn the world down with tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila with friends.
Tequila with friends.
Oh no, but
burning the world down.
There are some tequilas that do taste
really good.
Yes.
Yes.
And very bourbon-esque.
I did. I had a tequila Friday and I didn't like it.
I am not saying no to tequila ever, and I think that'd be a good way to get some tequila on this episode and talk about it for a company that does it and have fun with it. But yes.
I might know someone. I know their California distributor or their California rep. Let me talk to him and maybe we can get him on here.
I would love that. And then this will be the time that Martin steps out because he can't stand tequila.
I hate tequila. I'll just sit back and just watch, dude.
Hey,
if I can get you some mezcal, you'll like mezcal because it's very Scott-like.
I do. The mezcals that I've had are pretty good.
If I can drink a single malt, you can drink tequila.
Well, I could tell you a story about the last time I drank tequila, and you'd be like, "Yeah, never mind. I don't want you to drink tequila anymore."
Well, let's just not say that on here, since that was our last question.
That'll be a little bit. That was an after show.
We can get tequila on. Remember her?
Oh yes. I wouldn't mind that.
Whatever happened to her, dude? Like she's got to be like, she's
something
fentanyled out at this point, I'm sure. But like,
stop it. But you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm joking. I'm sure she's not. I don't even know her anymore. She's Tila fentanyl now. But anyways, let's
Yeah, thanks, Martin.
Yeah.
Joe, do you have any more random questions, or were there any more random questions out there from anybody?
I mean, if you want me to think of something, I can, but
you can if you want.
I think we're done for tonight.
You think we're done for tonight?
Actually, no. I know what we've never done though.
What?
Is we have never really answered some of our own questions.
What?
Yeah, we have. That was the first episode.
Yeah, but like now that we've had a lot more whiskey experiences, do we have an updated favorite whiskey memory?
No.
Okay, good. Then we'll have to answer that question. Good. I was just checking. Like I don't know if anybody made a new memory.
Okay. Yeah, there's always new memories, but it's still the same for me.
Okay. See how I try.
Well, you fucking should not sometimes.
And again, I'd like to thank our listeners for sending these questions.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Turning them in.
Thanks
and
to all 8 of you.
Just keep on sending them in. Well, I'm sure in the next couple months, maybe we'll have another episode like this where it's just off the cuff and see where Martin takes us sometimes, But, all right, Brian, I think it's up to you.
Oh, cool, man.
Oh.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining. Adriane,
Thanks,
Martin, Joe. Joe, thank you so much for coming on
Yeah,
and
man.
showing your face
see your
on
face.
screen this time so people can actually know who you are and not just what you do behind the scenes. So we appreciate you tremendously and thank you for everything that you're doing
Absolutely.
behind the
Well,
scenes and
thank you
helping
for
us
letting
out.
me hop on and take
brother.
part of this.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
All right, everybody.
Cheers.
Remember, a bourbon with friends can change the world, everybody. Have a great night or day.
And a
Wherever you
tequila
are.
will burn it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Shout out, Stila.
Slancha.
That's it for this episode of Bourbon with Friends. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave us a review to make it easier for others to find the show. You can also check us out on Instagram at BWF Podcast. Thanks for listening.